Howdy there, partners. I'm Cole, angry little blue man with an afro. Welcome to Vintage Story. We got a new little playthrough going on here. So this is a fresh start. I just spawned in a forest. Hope I don't get eaten by a bear or a wolf while I'm doing this. But anyways, yeah, we're on a fresh world. This is where we started. So we got a little 50% landmass going on. So there's going to be a lot more bigger oceans and stuff. Looks like we got an ocean up here north. And, you know, my goal is I want to make the sailboat. I haven't made the sailboat yet. So I want to make a sailboat. I want to do a little pirate exploring, a little island hopping, you know, that kind of fun stuff. But anyways, let's get to it. So, of course, we're starting out fresh. We're gonna need all the fresh goodies. And number one, we need to get out of this forest. I don't like being eaten alive in this game. It's not fun. Nobody enjoys that. We're gonna get some sticks and we're gonna get some flint. I haven't heard any howls or growls. So first things first. We're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a little shank here, a little flint knife, the knife. But yeah, so this is just gonna be a little playthrough, a little walkthrough. This is my first YouTube video ever, so bear with me. But I love this game, love Vintage Story, and I just wanna kind of get into it. Looks like we spawned in a chalk biome, which is very handy. That will be good for whatever that stuff's called. I'm drawing a blank right now. So yeah, for leather making, you gotta have the lime. That's what it is, lime. But it looks like we got a nice little spawn here. So it's pretty much a vanilla playthrough. I am doing some light mods here. I'll go ahead and put them up on the screen right now. But I'm using buzzwords. So that's just a little helps you find bees. You know, if you're close to a beehive, it'll put up some little buzzes above your little your little gear there at the bottom, temporal gear. I do have a mod to hide the name tag in third person, just so I just find when you're in third person, it just kind of gets in the way. So got a mod to get rid of that. Got the HUD clock mod, which is up in the top left hand of the screen, and it just gives you stuff like the that temperature outside, the time of the day, lets you know the wind speed and the rift activity. And I do have the 4x calcined flint mod. So with 120, you need calcined flint, which is a thing where you crush up your flint and then you burn it in a fire pit, and it is a slow, tedious process. So the mod just speeds it up a little bit to where you get 4 instead of 1 per. So not too cheaty. I am running the step up mod, which is nice, just so I don't have to jump around as much. And then also the zoom button mod. So that's my mod list. But yeah, just basic quality of life kind of stuff. Nothing real game changing or anything there. But if you've never played Vintage Story, this is how we start out. You gotta find a water source. You find your cattails, and we're gonna need a ton of cattails. So basically, we start out with just the hotbar, no inventory. So if you open the inventory and crafting, all we have is a little crafting grid right now. There's no inventory here. But we do have 4 backpack slots here, and that's what we need the cattails for. So you use the cattails to make little baskets. Those will give us 3 inventory slots each. So once we make 4, we'll have a total of 12 inventory slots. And that's just kind of the beginner inventory. Oop. So I'm just going to run around and kind of collect those. Oop. A little hard to get to. Yeah, we've got 18 so far. This will make 19. But yeah, like I said, I want to make the sailboat. That's going to be fun. So we're going to need a lot of cloth for that. So we'll definitely have to keep our eye out for some flax. We need to get a little farm with a bunch of flax going. And I need to find another water source with more cattails. Yeah, it's been a while since I started out fresh. I think my last playthrough I had about 60 hours. And just barely scratched into iron. It's my first time ever getting into iron. So if you haven't played this game, you know this game does not hold your hand. So I've probably started like at least 20 different worlds. But it's all part of the learning process. You know, you kind of figure out things you did wrong, things you do better. Sometimes you don't know that you're in kind of a bunk biome, and so you kind of know little things you gotta look out for. But yeah, having this chalk here that's a good one, because lime can be a big hurdle if you don't have chalk or limestone around. You can't make lime, and that really holds you back from the leather making process. So, but anyways, enough rambling here. I'm gonna get to cutting all these down. And I'm going to try to time-lapse this. We'll see. Alright, so we got 49 cattails. Should be enough to make the baskets that we need here. There we go. And boom, 12 inventory slots. Alright, so next order of business. Should do a little exploring, but I want to figure out where I'm going to live. Where am I going to set up shop? So we do got a pretty cool little spot here. Since I want to make the boat, I do want to set up on the ocean. But is that a trader? That could be a trader there. We're going to go there and check that out, because I always like to check out my traders. See what they got to offer. You definitely want to mark those on the map. So we're going to do a little exploring. I don't see anything crazy, no obvious ruins that I'm seeing. But yeah, let's get to it. We're going to run over there and see if we find anything interesting on the way. So that's kind of northeast of here. I will be grabbing any food that I see. Food's very important. We're going to be surviving off of like berries, mushrooms, stuff like that. There's a boar. I wish I had a spear right now. Gold drop milk cap. I don't think I've ever seen these. So some mushrooms are not good. So yeah, as you can see, it gives you 80 food, which is a sat, but minus 2.5 health points. So yeah, we're gonna just tell that to go away, and we're not gonna pick up those ever again. So you gotta kind of be wary of that. Some mushrooms might look tasty, like those ones kind of look good. Other ones are kind of obvious, you know, with names like Death Cap, but sometimes you don't know until you pick them up and check them out. So we got some hilly terrain here, which could be bad. If we run into a wolf or a bear, it'll be hard to get away from them. So I'm kind of going slow, just kind of checking stuff out. It's also very easy to fall into little shafts like that, and that would be game over right now. I do love the step up mod, just so you don't have to jump all the time. Sometimes it's a little wonky, but normally you just be like spacebar, 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 spacebar. Okay. Wow, these mountains are pretty crazy. So I thought that was a trader. It actually might not be a trader. Oh no, it is. How did you get your wagon all the way up on this mountain. Oh, little buddy. Oh, he's got a big one too. And what's your name, my friend? So, blah, blah, blah. So this is a luxuries merchant. Okay. This can be kind of cool. So one thing, like when you do panning and stuff, you can get these little emeralds, diamonds. So those could be a source of gears. You know, if you find some of those, you can go over and sell them and get you some gears. So it's a good way to get money. What is your name? Vera. Alright, anyway, so we found a trader. So I always mark my traders on the map. I use purple. Purple just seems like a good trader color. And I'll go ahead and mark what kind of trader they are. Was it luxuries? See, I'm not even paying attention now. Yeah, luxuries merchant. So we'll just put Lux down there. So where are we going to go from here? I really want to get out of these mountains. So where I settle, I want to be fairly flat. Fairly flat with a good freshwater source by it. Freshwater just kind of, you know, start a little farm and everything. All this out there, if this is sea, this is going to be salt water. That's no good for watering your crops. So we're just gonna, I think, kind of head over this way. We'll go a little bit north. We'll kind of check out this area. It still looks pretty mountainous. I like a flat area just because it's just a lot easier to traverse, a lot easier to build when you're not dealing with mountains and going up and over. And yep, there's temporal storm. These are kind of fun. You can watch the world go to shit and then get the hell out of it real quick, because if you stand there too long, you will basically go insane, and it's no good. Stuff starts spawning around you, and you know, nobody likes that. So we do gotta keep an eye on our food here. I do just have some berries. Mountains aren't the best place for finding food. Holy hell, that's a big old cave. So we'll go ahead and mark that on the map. Just use a little green, little cave, and we might come back later and do a little cave diving. So I'm gonna take a little plunge here. I think we're gonna go north. Whoa, that's a deep little hole. So yeah, I think swimming is just gonna be the fastest way to get across this. Eat our berries, but we do need to get out of these mountains because we need to find more food. And picking up little sticks as I go. Keep my eye out for copper deposits, surface copper. If you find surface copper, that means you got a copper vein underneath it. We're also picking up flint for tools because we're in the Stone Age. Flint tools do not last for shit, so we are going to be burning through them. Okay, I'm pretty sure these almond mushrooms are good. We're going to go ahead and pick up a couple of those. Just because if we don't get any food, that's going to be a problem. We'll double check. Yeah, there's no health debuff on those, so almond mushrooms are good. Yeah, mushrooms give you vegetable. So there is this game kind of has a whatchamacallit, you know, where you have different types of food. The more variety of food that you eat, the better off you are. Fly agaric. I don't think those are good, but you know what? Since I don't know, I don't want to give you false information. Yeah, mine is 6.5 health points. So we're just going to go ahead and throw you into the ocean. Alright, so we made it up here to the ocean. There's just too many mountains around. So I think maybe going to the east over here looks a little bit flatter. Still some mountains. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of ruins there. So some people might say it's a little cheaty using the color accurate world map, because you can. It makes it easier to point out little stuff like this and traders. But you know what? I don't care. So we're going to go east. We're going to go that way. And we're going to try not to die in the forest here. Because it is really easy to get snuck up on by a wolf or a bear. And then getting away from them is really tough. Just if you can't see where you're going, all these bushes and everything. It's easy to run yourself into a a spot you can't get up and get stuck, and then you're dead. You gotta respawn. It's not the end of the world right now, but let's get over there. So the place I want to go is actually on the other side of that mountain, and that's a pretty damn big mountain. But we're gonna keep cruising. So these little horse tails are good. You can use these to make little healing bandages. So you just combine them with a cattail. So usually found in the forest. So that's about the only thing I like about forests. That you can find bees in forests too. But other than that, it's just mushrooms and death. Witch's hat. That doesn't sound like it would be good for you. And it is. Okay, cool. Witch's hat. Those are good mushrooms, good shrooms. Grab a couple of those. So yeah, basically early on, till you start killing animals and getting vegetables and grains and stuff from your crops from your farm. We're pretty much just going to be hunter, or actually not hunter. We're just going to be gatherers. Hunter gatherers, sans hunter. Alright. So a bunch of flint there. So we've still got chalk stones. So it's a pretty big chalk biome. Like I said, it's pretty cool. Chalk's kind of cool to build with too. You can make kind of like white chalk cobblestone and stuff like that. Oh, there's an angry boy. Sorry, buddy. I'm just gonna run away from you right now. Normally that would be a good thing to find, but I don't have any spears or anything. And we're running out of daylight, so this is definitely not the place you want to be in the dark. Go ahead and check our map. We got a long ways to go. So we're going to keep heading west. We do need to bend it a little bit north to get where we're going. Gold drop milk caps. There's so many mushrooms in this game. It's crazy. I love just the variety of everything. You know, mushrooms, flowers, crops. So much fun. So much to do. Ah, we do have a little peat deposit here. So I always mark my deposits when I run across them. So peat, I usually use a little light brown. We'll just give it a little rock, and I'll just abbreviate a little PT. A little PT for Pedro. A little Pedro deposit. Alright, so it looks like we're out of the forest into more plains, so you can find more berries. Just easier to find food. You find crops and stuff on the ground, so looks like we're kind of at the edge of a forest, but a little easier to survive out here. Well, it looks like we're heading in the right direction. Tried to live in the forest once, and it was constant bear, wolf attacks. It was cool having all the oh, see, just like that. There's a wolf right there. I'm going to kind of be a sissy and just run away, because I don't want any smoke with the wolf right now. Well, I got some dumb little flint knife, and it's almost dark outside, so let's pretend like I didn't see him. So we're gonna have to do something for nighttime. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to make a little spot. So we are gonna go north, go around these mountains. Okay, this might be doable. Didn't really want that. Ah, surface copper. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mark that on the map. So this automatically gives you copper Well, see, just fills it in copper if you pick that color in the pickaxe. So nice and easy. So we will come back to that later. Number one priority after shelter food is getting copper. So we are into kind of that ruin area that I noticed. Oh yeah, little chalkstone ruins. So these are a good spot early game. Sometimes you'll find little rooms under them. You can get there's be chests in there and little cracked vessels that you can get kind of get stuff from. But this is kind of a cool area. I'm kind of digging it. Only downfall I can see right now, there's not a lot of trees around, so we would have to do a little hiking to get some wood. But you know what, we can always plant our own trees here. That kind of look like a fruit tree. I don't know if that is or isn't. It might just be a bush. But I kind of like this area. I don't want to spend days looking for a place to live, so this is nice and flat. It's got a lot of water around it. It's on the ocean. It's kind of in this little bay here. So maybe we will kind of settle in this area. That does look like a fruit tree. Oh, I gotta check it out. I love fruit trees. Oh, that's a fruit tree. So we got a little tiny pink apple tree here. So we're gonna mark that. It's on its own little island. Fruit tree, and we'll just put PA for pink apple. Perfect. And we gotta check out this one too. And it is a cherry tree. Those are pretty rare. I've only found one or two of those ever. So give that a little dark red. And we'll mark it as cherry. So that's cool. So with these fruit trees, if they have a mature branch on them, you can cut it off and you can plant it yourself. But it is getting dark, so I'm gonna need to do something here. And I don't think there's any traders close that I can shack up with, is there? There is. Look at that. So right here on this little island is a trader. So we're going to go ahead and mark that, and we're going to go spend the night with him. So I'm just going to run over there real quick. Or run and swim. There we go. Let's make it quick. We'll just swim across the bay here. But because we are going to be boaty little boys, we're going to be boaty McBoatface. I think setting up in this kind of little island region would be kind of cool. I've never made like a little kind of island boat dock kind of base, so I think that's going to be the vibe we're after. So we lucked out. So a lot of these, most traders have a bed in there, so if you kind of get stuck out, you can kind of get through the night. You know, gives you a little safety, a little bed. Some of the smaller traders, I have ran into them where they don't have beds, but you know, you just kind of sit your butt on the ground and just wait till it's safe to go out again. So it is a low rift activity right now, so I'm not too worried about it, but just being the first night, you know what? Of course, I'm recording a YouTube video, so I know people don't like dark. But we're going to talk to our little friend here. So this is an artisan trader. Okay. So these are kind of the same vein of the luxury trader. So they do buy these little gems and stuff from you. But they have all these really cool storage vessels. So I don't think you can make these. I've found some kind of neat ones in ruins and stuff, but they're pretty rare. So having these in your house rather than just like the regular plain ones, I think those are really cool. But so this guy's person's name is Pillowcase. So I'm just gonna call you Pegasus. But anyways, so we're gonna mark that on the map. Artisan. That is our artisan trader. So cool. He's gonna be our local trader, nice and close to home. So I think we are gonna end episode 1 here. It is nighttime, day 1. So if you did stumble across this video, I want to thank you for watching the whole thing, getting to the end. I am going to be making a whole series. You know what? I'm starting this out, no subs, nothing. So, you know, hey, maybe I get blessed by the YouTube gods. Maybe I don't. Who knows? But I do love this game. I love just exploring, building, just kind of doing all the vintage story stuff. So stick around if you want. Give me a like. Maybe drop a little sub. Who knows? But anyways, thank you. I appreciate it. And I will see you in episode numero 2. Adios. Good morning. Welcome to episode 2. So I stayed at my boy Peggy's house last night. It's him in the background there. Yeah. So yeah, welcome back. It is about 7:30 in the morning. Got me a nice little cup of coffee here. Okay. So, we've got a plan. We have a plan for today. And that plan is to get out third person. Okay. So I think we're gonna stay out here. I think in kind of this area here is where we're gonna build. So we're gonna be right on the ocean, so we can launch our boat. And it might be a little tough for getting resources. We're gonna have to do a little traveling, but we do have a big mountain here. Looks like we got a little bit of forest over here and here. Got some peat. Is that another trader? That is another trader. So I'm gonna use light purple for that one and just save that. And I'll make it dark purple when I actually visit it, just so if I run by it, I'll remember. But yeah, so did a little exploring yesterday. Kind of went and visited some traders. We actually got a lot of traders pretty close, so that's kind of nice. A good resource to have. We need to find clay, but we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. So last night I just kind of chilled out. Eat these mushrooms real quick. I did make some tools because we're going to be digging some dirt. We've got an axe for some. We're going to need some trees and firewood, and look at that. There's all kinds of fun stuff. I get so distracted in this game. Made an extra knife because we're going to be collecting a lot of grass and a couple of spears, just for you know, in case anybody wants to get funky with us. We can just go ahead and throw sharp sticks at them. Another thing I wanted to do, so I picked up these horsetails and combine those with cattails, and that gives you some horsetail poultice. So when you use those, it'll give you 2 HP back. So we'll go ahead and just make 8 of those, just so in a pinch we can heal ourselves up if we need it, because dying's not fun. But anyways, get distracted because I see some more fruit trees over there. Wait. No, those were the fruit trees that I found on the way here. Never mind. Anyways. So we are going to need a bunch of resources. I do like this area. So temporal stability is good here, which is good for a place to live. What I didn't check is we do have very common rainfall, which is also good. It's good for your garden. It's not good because it's going to be raining a lot, but you know what? We can deal with that. Just make an umbrella. Yeah, so this is a cool little spot. I really like it. Usually takes me a long time to be happy with a little spot, but like I said, we're just gonna go back over here and figure out where we're gonna set up shop. We're gonna stop, drop, shut them down, set them up shop. Anyways. So we do have a lot of soil here. We're going to need some soil for making our rammed earth. That's what we're going to start our first little shack base out of. It's not going to be permanent. It's just going to be kind of a, you know, just a little protection, a little place to spend the night, do some crafting, do some smelting. There are some field mushrooms here. I ate all my food overnight, so we're going to have to keep our eye out for food. But these mushrooms are great. So the goal for today is to get a little shelter going. Get a little shelter. We got a plan. I am the make it happen captain. Okay, got some shroomies. Spot I said I wanted to live? No, I want to live over here where it's grassy. It's all medium fertility soil, which is cool. Oh, and look at what we have there. It was meant to be. Nice little copper deposit. So after we get a little shelter going, we're going to be going for Copper Age as soon as possible, because these crappy little stone tools that I've been napping, they don't last. They're not fun. So this is going to be the area. Got some beautiful mountains in the distance. We got the ocean. Smell the sea. So, oh, we got trash pandas. What's up, trash pandas? So I do kind of want to check out this little island here. Kind of look like peat from a distance, but I could have just zoomed in and looked at it instead of running all the way over here, but we will grab some flint. So that's kind of cool. Alright, anyways. Enough dilly-dallying. I need to get to work. So, I think the main base is going to be somewhere here. So I don't want to put the little shack we're going to be living in right where the main base is going to be. And of course there's another rift over there. It is high rift activity right now. How lucky are we? How lucky are we? We got red clay right here. So we're going to be mining all that out. That's going to be perfect. Perfect. So I guess we're going to get to work here. And I'm just going to start basically collecting grass. We're going to need grass for pit kilns. We're going to need dirt to make our little hut out of. So I'm just going to collect this grass and I'm going to knock down the dirt. So I'm going to get to work. So you guys sit back, enjoy this little montage of me just wrecking shop, just bulldozing everything. Alright, I will be back shortly with an inventory full of resources. Alright. That's why they call me the coal dozer. Nobody calls me that. But anyways, so did some work. So I got a couple stacks of low fertility soil. Got about half a stack of medium fertility soil. And We got some wolves over there, of course. But if they want some smoke, they can come get it. I got spears now. Look at them. But anyway, so we got soil. Also got half a stack of dry grass. We're gonna need plenty more of that. But I think next we're gonna get a bunch of this here red clay, so we can start making some of our pottery, doing pottery. So the only thing I'm not sure of is if these little ponds are freshwater or not. So once we make a bowl for our from doing pottery, we can actually pick up a little bit of the water, and it'll tell I can't talk. I know English. That will let us know what kind of water is there, if it's fresh water or salt water. So we won't be guessing. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked now. I did almost burn up two shovels getting all that dirt. So, but I'm gonna kind of deforest some of this stuff, cut down the bushes, and get the bushwhacking. Because we are, yeah, we're starting to get into the afternoon. So if I don't want to spend the night with Peggy again, I gotta get to going. But I'm gonna go ahead and get at least 2 stacks of the soil here. That'll give us something to do during the night. We'll make our little hut, and then we can just kick back and do some clay forming. Yeah, I'm gonna get some soil. I'm gonna get some clay. I will be back in a second. Alright. So I got a little over 2 stacks of clay there. That'll be a good start. What I just thought about, we're not gonna have fire or anything. We're gonna have to go get some wood. So I think if we kind of just go west, we can go over there and grab some wood, looks like. Hopefully we can bring some seeds back. Oh, no, we'll just go south. That's kind of up on a mountain, though. I don't feel like being a mountain man. That's kind of on a mountain, too. Oy. Oh, well. Let's do it. Gonna run over there real quick. See what we can get. Hopefully that'll leave us enough time to make us a little shelter for the night. Oh yeah, plenty of trees over there. Oh, this is fun. I'm gonna be a little island boy. Don't say that ever again. Ever. I do like the we got white sand beaches. Just all the chalk around here. So you know, a little Caribbean. Some little chickens. Oh, look at that! More copper. We got a decent amount of copper around here. That's good. Get to doing coppery things pretty quick. Alright, come on, trees. So what is our tree choice? What are these, maples? Not my favorite wood, but yeah, they're maples. Oh well. It's gonna have to be. I doubt. I don't know. My axe might be able to chop this down. So if you don't know, it's a little different than like Minecraft. You take out the bottom block. As much of the tree will fall as your axe has durability. So the length of chopping it takes is basically dependent on how many pieces of wood and stuff are here, and that's also determines the durability hit to your axe, so it wasn't too bad. It does kind of splooges them all over the place, so. Oh, shut up, Rift. I hear you. Make sure we get all the pieces. Oh, and I'm starving. So I'm just munch down these mushrooms real quick, and we'll get back to the spot, and we'll start building. Do have a couple things I can throw out. I got full inventory, so that gave us. We got a stack of logs out of that. 16. Yep, and a little more. Yeah, see, my inventory was full. I wasn't picking up everything. Okay, well we're gonna get back to the base spot and start building, because it's we're running out of daylight. Daylight's burning here. We gotta go. I will see you in a minute. So I didn't make it too far. Found a little peat area here, so it's pretty close to base. I'm actually, while I'm here, so I don't have to come back, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of peat, just so we can get our pit kilns going. You can make pit kilns with firewood, but peat's a little faster, and you know, need firewood for cooking and stuff. Which you can use peat for cooking, but I find it kind of a waste, just because you don't need the higher temperatures that peat gives you. Doesn't look like a huge peat deposit, but should be more than enough for to get us started here. Alright, let's get a little more. Alright, stack and a half, that's not bad. We can that's good starting point for the peat. Okay. And I just realized I did not mark the spot where I'm going to be building my base. We need to go this way. Alright, so I will, look at that. 2 rifts right next to each other. Anyways, I will link back up when we hit the base. Alright, we're back. So we're running out of daylight. So I'm just going to take this low fertility soil, I'm going to put it like that. We're going to make packed dirt out of it. And if you take the packed dirt again, do that same, we got rammed earth. And of course I don't have room for it. Okay. So then if you take the rammed earth and you put it back in here, it'll actually give you a different texture. So of course, the texture I like is kind of the blocky texture. We'll go with that one. I think you can go one more and it gives you a little more blocky, but that's a little blocky. Okay, so I think I'm going to start out with like a little, just a nice little, maybe like a 5x7. I do want to have a little bit of water in there, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 6, 7. I'm gonna make an entrance on either side. So. Of course, I didn't make near enough to finish what I'm doing here, so we're gonna have to make some more. So this is gonna be a little starter spot for us. You know, nothing fancy, but it's gonna be a roof over our heads. It's gonna keep us safe at night, and it's gonna be a little spot to store stuff. Kind of do our thing in. Oh no! I want to go higher than that. I want to do 3 high on the inside. I get a little a little claustrophobic. But anyway, we're going to need more of that. So I think I got plenty of soil here. Shut up, wolves. I hear ya. Daylight be burning. Put that down so I can get back on top. So, use that to go across. I'm just leaving out the corners for right now. We'll put something there in its place. So we have a nice little rectangle. Everybody loves rectangles. Alright, it's getting dark. Come on, buddy. So I did leave a little square of water there. That's so I can do panning and stuff at night. It's a good kind of nighttime activity. Kind of helps you pass the time. And it is really dark. So I'm just going to take some of the soil here. We're just going to plug up the doors for now. I will make some little crude doors soon, but I think we need to put down a little fire so we have some light, because I cannot see a goddamn thing. Alright, so we just put down a little bit of grass. We're going to get a little bit of firewood going. Okay, I can't even see my grass. That is there. Now we need a little fire starter. So we just go stick, piece of grass, and we got us a fire starter. Come on. Let there be lights. Okay. Now that we can actually see, let's finish what we were doing. Alright, something else I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a couple of torches. And you can actually just open the fire, put the torches in there. Actually, it'll light the torch for you. There we go. So far, I think it's been a pretty successful day. There we go. We got torches. So we go ahead and light that up just like that. I'm gonna turn that off right now. Stack the firewood there. I just realized I don't have any food, so I might have to go fight a wolf in the morning. You never know. Okay. So I do have enough cattails to make myself at least one storage. So we're just going to go ahead and put that in the corner there. I can kind of dump some of my stuff I don't need in there. Of course I'm going to need all this stuff, so eventually. So put the dried grass in, put the cattails in, save our medium fertility soil, and our log. See right next to it, I'm just going to go ahead and stack this peat up. It's one of my favorite things with this game is you can just stack a lot of your resources. So we got a little peat mountain, got some firewood over there, and actually going to make a little more firewood just so we have that on hand and ready. There we go. Nice little firewood stack there. Let's put that next to the fire. So I am probably going to put a rammed earth floor in here so we don't have to deal with grass and stuff catching on fire. Don't burn down our house. But so yeah, I think I'm just going to chill out for the night. Just wait till it's daytime. So nighttime's a good time to get started on some of this. So we're just going to go ahead and so starting out, I like to make a bowl. So basically I'm going to make a... What is going on here? I know how to do this. So a couple of things I like starting out with. Make a bowl, make a cooking pot, make a crock, and a crucible. So basically those are 4 things that you can make that can go into one pit kiln. So later on I will be making more, you know, of course more crocks, more bowls, stuff like that. But just for basic starting out, that's good. Like to make a storage pot. And then I'm going to be making a pickaxe and a hammer mold. So those are the first 2 things you want to make when you get enough copper. So it'll take 40 copper pieces per, or 20 copper pieces per. So we need 40 total to get started into the copper age. Once we get a pickaxe and a hammer, then we can go dig into the ground and actually get into those copper ore veins. So when you're doing this, if you hit F, you can go to duplicate layer, and that'll actually just copy the layer below. But if you're a dumbass like me and not paying attention, then you copy it where it's not supposed to be. Alright, so we got a cooking pot, we got a bowl, we need a crucible. Let's hear that little spider thing outside. Absolutely hate those little things. They're so creepy. But we're nice and safe in here for the time being, so we don't gotta worry about it. Alright, so we're forming up the crucible right now. Alright, got the crucible. Then next we're gonna do crock. Crock of shit. We got all our friends outside making noise. We got wolves, we got drifters, we got shivers. I'm sure there's a bowtorn hanging out there. Ready to shoot a spear into my ass as soon as I walk outside in the morning. Alrighty, so that's one. We can put all 4 of those into one pit kiln. Everything else is going to require its own pit kiln. So we need to get going with the pickaxe. Pretty sure 2 stacks of clay is more than enough to make everything I want to make right now. And I'm starving. Well, that's going to be annoying to listen to for the rest of the night. So you starve pretty slowly in this game, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just going to annoy the shit out of me. And you too. I don't know why I picked the tuba for a voice, but just did it for the memes, for the lols. Alright, so we got the hammer mold, got the pickaxe mold, and last thing I'm going to make is a storage vessel. So storage vessels are good for keeping your food and stuff in. They give you a little bonus to the how long it takes them to rot away. So keep your food fresh, make it last a little bit longer. You know, eventually we'll be making like a little cellar thing to put them in, and that'll actually give them a little more bonus too. So. But these storage vessels do take a ton of clay, so probably going to burn through the rest of this stack and have to grab some more. Alright, and that's our 4 things we're going to start out with. So that was real fun. But as I starve to death, you can see why I'm got a little grumpy face going on. I'm flashing red. But anyways, I think I'm going to call that for episode 2, and I'm going to survive the night, I guess, and we're going to get on food first thing in the morning. So thanks for sticking around. Angry Blue Afro Tuba Man's gonna be quiet and go to sleep. So I will see you in the next one. All right, appreciate it. Later. Well, hey everybody, welcome to episode 3. I kind of chilled out all night, starving almost to death. So yeah, we need to get our little butts in gear here. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, high rift activity, can't see anything, and we need food. I have no idea where food is, but there is wolves out here. I heard some drifters and stuff walking around. I know I could cut down cattails and everything and cook those up, but that takes way too much time because I'm down to almost a third of my health. So yeah, we're mad dashing it right now. There are some plains down here, so hopefully we can find some food. One berry bush with no berries. I've never starved to death in this game. This is probably about the closest I've ever been. But, you know, my fault. I heard a bear. There's a bear over there. Oh no. No, 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 Yogi Bear. You're not taking my picnic basket. Okay. Food, food, food. now. I'll eat a raw fish, anything. This tuba noise is about to drive me absolutely insane. Okay, where's the plains? Just south. Straight south. Come on, food. I'll just throw myself down a pit and just end it now. Okay, let's get some elevation. Let's see what we can find. Oh, there's absolutely nothing here. I might die. I actually might die. Oh, what a tragedy. Is that some food? I'm actually panicking right now. Oh, mushrooms? Mushrooms? Is that mushrooms? No, it's a fox. Foxes are not mushrooms. Wow, they're... okay. So another thing I noticed with my base is my gear is actually spinning backwards there, which is a big rookie mistake. I did not even notice that. All right. Oh, got a couple cranberries. But the crappy thing about that now is I have no health. I do have some poultices on me though, so I'm going to take that cranberry with me. So I'm going to use the poultice just to get some health back, just so I don't get one-shotted. Because this game likes to mess with me like that. Knock you down to no health and then send a bear after you. Oh, well, look at that. Got some more copper. Maybe it was a good thing. But that food's not going to last for very long, so we need some more of it. So we do have another trader down here. This way. So I might just kind of roll out there. We will keep our eye out for food. So I do not have any seeds or anything yet, so that might be a problem. There's some more berries. So I just got to know before I go home, I got to make sure I got food. And we're actually gonna take these with us too. Well, red currant bushes. If we're gonna live in a food desert, I have to be a little more proactive about food. Just sitting there starving all night was not a good time. Not what I would call a good time. Straight up not having a good time. Alright. Oh, what do we have here? Some parsnips. And some more red clay. Go ahead and add that to the map. Alright, I'm wandering off course. I'm getting sidetracked. Another thing we should do while we're out is get some tree seeds. Yeah, I hear you, wolves. So, at least be able to set up our own little berry farm out there. Ah, here's some crops. Some rye. It's not ready to harvest yet. And some more peat. We are finding some pretty good resources. Some resources we're definitely going to need. Let's go ahead and save that. And where's our trader friend? Should be right there. What do we have here? Got some claystone. Got a little bit of misty fog going on here. It's a little hazy. Who's hotboxing the valley? Must be the trader. Oh, come on, dude. I can't see anything. Why does every trader have to have a wolf around it? Yo, this fog is unreal. Can this go away? I can't see shit. Alright. Can I make it to the trader without getting eaten? We're gonna find out. Yes, he can. Whew. Hello, my friend. Another treasure hunter. What's your name? Ephraim. Ephraim the treasure hunter. So we'll go ahead and change you to the dark purple. And we'll go ahead and label you treasure. Save. So, what's going on, buddy? Why is it so smoky down here? What you been doing? Why are your eyes red? You got allergies? Okay, okay. Me too. Anyways. So we at least got a little food. We got to get the heck out of here. I'm not enjoying this no visibility. So we're just gonna make a run for it. I have no idea where that wolf went. Hopefully not this way. Yeah, that was quartz. Don't care. Alright. Well, I did want to get our pit kiln set up as soon as possible, so I think we're going to head back that way. We'll put down our berry bushes, and hopefully I can find a little more food on the way back. What's another? Oh, there's another wolf. There's two wolves. Oh, it's better than getting eaten by one wolf. Getting eaten by two wolves. Not today, Satan. Oh, three wolves. What even is this place? Oh, and a bear. And a bear. This game fucking hates me. Ugh. I might have picked a really shit area to live. Okay, so that's copper. We already found that. Okay, yeah, we live in a nature preserve, I guess. Ugh. So I'm going home without any food. Just like I said I shouldn't do. But you know what? There's wolves at home. So maybe we're just gonna have to put big boy pants on. Just go fight a wolf. We're actually around water, so we can kind of cheese them a little bit. I know with 1.20 they increase their swim speed, but I'm a sissy, so I decrease their swim speed. I put it back down from 200% down to 100%. Yeah, just because they're not fish, they shouldn't be able to swim fast. Where did the home wolves go? I heard them out here howling all night, so I know they're here. Give me a piece of meat. Alright. Well, at least we got some fish. We got a piece of fish. And a bone. And the wind is howling today. I just might have to eat a trash panda. So close. That's why I usually don't go for rabbits. They're a pain in the butt. I'm kind of glad he went in the water. So it is low weight, so I'm probably not going to get much food off it. One food and one pelt. One bone. Alright. I don't know where that damn wolf went. It was literally outside my door, just like howling all night as I was starving to death. Just mocking me incessantly. You know what? I usually don't go after foxes either, but it's a matter of life. Are you shitting me? You absolutely okay, that's the wolf. I thought that was a bear. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Alright. Fight's on. Later, dumbass. Shit. Okay. I guess this is good of a time as any to admit that I did nerf creature strength as well. I put him down to 50%. Like I said, I am kind of a sissy. Get some of these berry bushes out of my inventory. I'll start a little berry hill right here. Oh, these we can stack 2 on top. We'll make a proper berry garden and everything, but just for now. And I'm gonna leave his bones there. Word on the street is if you leave their bones, they don't respawn. Like I said, word on the street. I cannot confirm nor deny that. So we'll just do a little test. If he comes back, then he comes back. But anyways, before I starve to death, I'm gonna start cooking a little food. Let me dump my inventory. Pelts in there for now, but I did get 8 bush meats off them. Plus I had 1 bush meat. Are you bush meat? You're bush meat. All right. Bush meat's not the best, but it's better than starving to death. Anytime. Alright, we're going to let that cook up. And we're actually, we're going to be productive. Of course, I probably don't have enough, no, I don't have anywhere near enough sticks to start this up, but just call me Captain Unprepared for anything. It's okay. We can at least get one going. So I am going to make a little, kind of like a little patio area, I guess. Yeah, we'll make it out here. So I think I want, I'll do a pit here. Probably a good spot for it. And I'm just going to make a little cheesy little overhang just in case it starts raining. Alright, so this is going to be our little pit kiln. Do I want wet gravel on the bottom? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and put another block down there. There we go. So go ahead and put your grass in first. We're going to need 8-10 sticks, something like that. And we're going to need our peats. Where's our peats? So we just need 4 peat for that. Go ahead and take our torch. Don't drop your torch on top of your peat. It's a good way to burn your house down. Alright, so at least we got one kiln going. Today hasn't been a total disaster, but I'll cook faster. So let's just go ahead and munch a little meat right now. We are the meat muncher. Of course, it's going to be nighttime, and I'm going to be in the same exact boat I was in yesterday or today. So muddy gravel's not really good for anything, so I'm going to put you out there, put you back in your home. I guess while I'm waiting for that to cook, I am going to need some more reeds. I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm going to grab a bunch of the cattail roots. So cattail roots you can cook up. They're not the greatest source of food. They take forever to cook, but you know what? It's better than sitting around listening to me starve to death all night. So you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. I'll leave those berry bushes there. Those are flowering, so should give us some berries. It was very clear that we need to get a garden going very soon. So I think tomorrow's goals are going to be to start collecting copper, so we can get copper tools going. And we need to go get some seeds. Get a little garden going. It's going to be a little more, sustain ourselves a little better. Okay. Get me out of here. Of course. Alright, eat a little more meat. piece that needs to be done. Cook our fish, cook our red meat. Oh, that's not enough for another chest. I do need to make more chests too. More storage. Alright, we need to get sticks. It's kind of cool having a little pear tree right outside. But yeah. So like I said, see this gear? Gear be spinning counterclockwise. That is not the way to go. So like I said, that was kind of a rookie mistake. I thought I checked it out and I thought it was fine, but I think I checked it. Yeah, see, I checked it when we were over here. See, now it's going in the right direction. Well, you know what? It's not spinning super fast, so I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. So we either rebuild the base, or we just kind of deal with it. Oh, well, cook fish lasts pretty good. 5 days. So I need sticks. I don't want to run too far because I want to put those. I want to put the cattail roots on the fire before I leave. But we're definitely gonna have to go back to the forest and get some sticks. And we're gonna need more grass too. So, ooh, early game vintage story. Just about running out of simple resources. That's all it is. It's so grindy. It really grinds my gears. So we're gonna need more grass, more sticks, more logs. Okay, so we're gonna throw those on there. Like I said, they take forever. So I'm gonna put a bunch on there, and we're gonna run real quick. It is starting to get dark, but you know what? While we're out here, might as well grab some copper. So like I said, there's a copper vein underneath those. So I'll usually put a block that's easy to notice, just so I know where to dig down. Little symbol's still on the map, but the map's not super accurate, so just putting a block over where you collect the surface copper. It works for me. It works for me. You saw nothing. There was not a strange blue man running here. So I'm going to make a little, just a little raft pretty soon. I actually might do that tonight. I don't, no, we don't have enough cattails for it. I believe it takes rope. I think sticks, logs, and rope is what you need to make a raft. But we are going to make a raft just so we can go cruising around on the seas. It'll make navigating and getting to different spots a little bit easier. Okay. So that's another little surface copper. Just pick you up. So we're already up to 15. So we're almost halfway there. Oh, hey, chickie. So cute. Just broke my knife. I do have a couple bones on me, so for knives and axes you can actually use bones for the handles. It does give you just a little bit more durability. I don't think it makes them stronger or anything, but Just a little more durability. Might as well use your bones. So I find late game there's not a whole lot uses for bones, so you know, besides making bone meal, and you can only use them for flint and stone handles. Like you can't make a bone handle for your you know, like your copper knife or anything, which I think is kind of dumb. Should be able to. Alright, so we need a bunch of sticks. Yeah, bearded tooth mushroom. Those are good. I know those are edible. So you don't get a whole ton of sticks when you cut the tree down, but if you come through and actually cut off the ones that say branchy leaves, maple branchy leaves, those will drop sticks. So a good way if you're looking for sticks. So once we get into copper, we'll be able to make shears, and that's actually the best way for getting sticks, or fastest kind of way. But just for right now, we're making do. I think actually the axe is better, but I wanted to save a little bit of the durability for cutting this tree down. It's probably going to wipe my axe out, but it's almost dark, so we're going to take what we can get, and we're going to run. Come on, buddy. Looks like that tree must have been bigger than I thought it was. Alright, sure get all the pieces. One inventory slot left. We got one inventory slot. I'm just gonna grab some more of this horsetail. Alright, that's good enough. And we got 3 seeds, so we can actually we can plant some trees closer to home. Okay, I do have 2 spears. Thought I lost one of my spears when I was fighting that wolf. I'll just eat this real quick. Take berries when you got them. Let's go ahead and eat those right away. Alright. So making progress. It's a little slow going, early game, but we're making it. We're doing it. We're doing it big. So we definitely got enough food for the night. The cattail roots. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the night. Because I got some sticks. I've only got 30 of them, but I think that's enough to start our other pit kilns. Got enough grass for it, so that's what we will do. Go ahead and eat this mushroom to get it out of the inventory. So, before I end this episode, we're going to start up the pit kilns. Get them going. No, we're not. I'm gonna need to make more soil. It's always something. So I'm digging out the soil. I'm just going to put a proper floor in here. I don't want the water spilling out. You know what? I'm just going to... There's plenty of medium fertility soil around here. So I'm just going to sacrifice what we got. Not all of it, but some of it. There we go. Gotta find my texture. Of course, the textures I like are the ones that are one of the last ones. We're gonna go ahead and pick up. I'm not a big torch carrier, but I gotta remember that I'm making YouTube videos, and you guys kind of need to see what I'm doing. It is medium rift activity, so. Okay, so our next one's going to be here. And maybe we'll have another one here. Trying to cut the grass away. You can't start grass fires and stuff with your pit kilns. I think as long as they're not right up next to it, I think it's fine. Okay, we'll just make another one here. That one's going to be perfectly fine. Okay. I'll stick out the bottom. I don't know why, but gotta make it pretty. Oh, we need the overhangs. Okay. Temporary dirt overhang. Okay, all we need is peat. And to set those things on fire. So each one's going to take 4, except the vessel. That's going to take 8. So we need 16. Okay. Go ahead and switch hands. If you guys don't know, you can hit X to switch between your left, you know, whatever's in your left hand to an open spot on your hotbar. I played this game for months without knowing that, so. Alright, our pits are going. Alright. Oh boy. Okay. So another day in Vintage Storyland in the books. So I think I'm gonna call that an episode. But yeah. If you're watching, thanks. Appreciate it. You know what? Give me a like. Give me a sub, maybe. If you want to. If you don't, that's cool too. But yeah, it's been kind of a fun episode. Didn't get a lot accomplished, but that's how the early game in Vintage Story goes. But I'm trying to keep these not too long, and I'm going to keep trying to turn them out. Last 3 episodes I've kind of just recorded back to back to back. So if for whatever reason there's a comment or something, and I'm not going to be able to respond to it at this point. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next episode. Later. We're up early in the morning today. Yes, we are. Nice and beautiful. So here we go. Alright, I did a little off-camera work. Kind of almost finished the floor. I did some of that stuff. And still got our pit kilns going. So we're going to have to wait those out a little bit. A couple blocks in here. There we go. That'll do for now. I gotta fix this one too. Can't be too ghetto. There we go. Oh, look at that. Physics work out, I'm pretty sure. But today we need to go get some crops. We're gonna look for. Gonna grab some surface copper, probably down here, and we're gonna head out into the plains over here and kind of try to find ourselves some crops. So yeah, we're gonna get on that because food is still an issue. We got a little bit in my belly, but it's not gonna last very long, especially with the way I run and jump around. Oh, thought that looked weird when I went over it. There's a little cave underneath there. That's kind of cool. So I think we're just going to cruise around a little bit and see what I can get into. See what kind of food I can find. Definitely need to grab some stuff like berries and any crops that we seed. We need seeds. I don't have any seeds at all. It's kind of hard to plant a garden with no frickin' seeds. You know what? While we're here, I want to check this place out real quick just to see if I can find any vessels or anything useful here. Just gonna dig around real quick. Sometimes if you see stairs, that'll lead down into like a little underground area. You can find little rooms that have cool stuff in them. So you can get your torch holders and some other little goodies. Sometimes you luck out and get like copper or bronze tools. It's not looking like there's much interesting here. A little bit of chalk cobblestone and stuff, which I'll eventually take that. Yeah, I'm not seeing any vessels or anything that contains any goodies. No boner soil. I love your boner soil. Clear some of these bushes away. See if anything's hiding in here. Ah, there we go. There's a cracked vessel. And it's a tool vessel. With my luck, we'll just get some crappy tools, some stone tools. But you never know. And we got a flint knife and a flint shovel. Cool. Very cool. think there's much else to this one though. That doesn't look like it. And let's dig around this one a little more. Sometimes those little vessels be hiding. So this one's got a little walkway through it. That doesn't look like it. So on these, a lot of times I'll just, if I've explored them, I'll just gray them out, and I'm just gonna put chalk. So if I want to come back here and get that the chalk cobblestone or something, so it's still on the map, but it kind of lets me know that I've already kind of been here, already searched through it. So notice if I don't do that a lot of times, I'll just be like, oh, there's a ruin. I'll come over here to find it all, you know, waste time to come over here and find it all dug up. Yeah. If you're a little absent-minded like me, it helps. It does. Alright, anyways, getting sidetracked, like usual. Okay. So we'll just put that there to mark the where the underground copper is. And we'll pick up them little nuggets. I think I still need about, let's see how we get there, 7, I don't know, probably about like 20, 15 or 20, somewhere around there. Yeah, I don't really want to fight Yogi the Bear right now. It's a little black bear. So I think there are different kinds of bears. I've seen like brown ones. I don't know if one's a little stronger than the other or not. Oh, there's 2 bears. Oh, great. Great. Let's get a little bit of rye. There's some mature rye. Not my favorite grain, but still haven't found any flax whatsoever. It's going to be tough to make a sailboat.